Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. I'll put one there, and I'll put one over there. Right, there's that bit. So I've now got level 3 speed modules working on this. And you can see it's going through a lot faster. It's not massively faster, right? It's definitely not hugely faster. This one's now working as well, which is great. It does take a while, but then once the productivity module boost gets up, that will also help. So those come down here and they get put into there. I've got 38 have gone into there, and I've got one that, oh, now we've got more than 40. One that's cycling through. That one has not quite got enough yet, so that one's being waited on, but I got 41 of them in there, so they will go and spread them between those two chests, and that should be enough to keep them going. Eventually, we have enough in this little cycle that we're able to sort of increase things out. Now, I'm pretty sure that I've got enough in this little cycle that I can add 2 more sets of these. So what I'd like to do is add 2 more sets. I'll put one there. And put one there. Actually, let's go for 5. Because that's what I want up here. And then I want to be able to rotate it round. And I want to do another 5 from the lower edge. And put those going as well. I've got plastic on the ground down there. I shouldn't have plastic. Let's pick that up, shall we? I shouldn't have any plastic on me. That should auto-trash. So we'll get rid of there. And auto-trash the plastic, like that. They will go and take that and go and put it somewhere else, put it to good use. Now, looking in here, I got 15 in that one, I got 12 in that one, I got 12 in that one. This one in here is cycling through again, and I had 40 spare in there. This one in here, cycling through again. The great thing about the productivity modules on here is that every so often we get a free one. And so instead of us just producing 41 uranium, so 1 every cycle, instead of producing an additional 1 uranium every cycle, what we end up doing, and it's done it. You know what I said about using everything up? It's done it now already. But what we get here is we get an additional free 41 uranium because of the productivity modules. And that's the beauty of it. That is the absolute beauty of it. Once that goes up through there, I get 40 of those come out completely free of charge. So there's an additional 40 uranium have come out. And basically, so once you start this and you've got level 3 productivity modules on there, you very, very quickly start to take care of all of the 235 needs that you will have. You won't need to worry about that anymore. We will keep this cycle going up here, so that we've also got the 238 being processed up there, because this does consume 238. And despite the thing right there, look, see, that one would have just produced 80 of them. I'd have just gotten 80 produced right then. At least I think I did. We should have checked it. I should have waited and seen it cycle through. This one's going to take a while. This one's cycling through. So I want to sit and I want to wait until I see that actually cycle right the way through. So I've got 40 on there. That one's got 18. That one's got 7 in it. That one's got 17. This one's got 29. It does depend where they go and take them. I think they will spread them equally between those. And that may end up sort of slowing things down a little bit in places. See, I only need 2 there. I've got 2 more have gone into there. So that one's cycling through. This one here, on its next complete cycle, it will actually complete that. So I will be able to see if we get uranium-235 on there. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that one round so I can see if this does actually work. There, that one's gone into there, so they will bring the material. There we go. They will bring it over so those robots start acting. 32. Really? Need you to bring some more over. That one's cycling. They're all starting to work. Let's have that. I'll drop it in here. There. They're all starting to work. Well, what we'll find out now, we should, once this cycle completes, we should have 82 uranium-235 in there, and not 42. We should. It might end up giving us only 42. They may have tweaked that, because it does seem kind of cheaty to get a free boost of 40 of the uranium from it, considering we know that what it's doing is it's giving us 1 extra. Okay, they have fixed it. I'm pretty sure that used to be a thing a long time ago. Whether it was, I don't remember. That's why I needed to watch it through. So you only get 42. You get 1 extra by having the productivity modules in there. You still want the productivity modules, don't get me wrong. They are incredibly handy. So I put that one into there. I've got another load in there. I've got enough now spread between all of these that we should have at least 1 running at all times with the uranium that we've got on offer. There should always be 1... There, we've got 1 cycle running right there, and I've still got some more of those to move. 21, 32, 36, and 30. And I've got still 3 there waiting to move. I wish they'd hurry up and do it. Right, there's 33. And that's going to produce another 40, which spread between those. I'm going to let that cycle through now and start building that up so that we know that they're doing everything that they need to do. Once that cycle has built up a little bit, we will then mirror that, and we'll put in another 5 of those down here so that it runs even better. I could, instead of just mirroring it, I could just copy it, lower that down, and drop that in again, because I think... let's just see what a copy does. I think if I copy that out, like that... Ah, right. It's not going to quite fit. I was going to say, I might be able to get more speed beacons working on those, but that doesn't quite fit. So doing it that way is no benefit to it, because it doesn't actually reach the centrifuge. And I don't want to change any of the rest of that. Okay, that's that bit done. That's now working, and it's making the 235. I still want to make a little bit more 235 before I completely finish doing that. And then I'm going to need to start making uranium fuel cells. Now, a uranium fuel cell, as you can see, only takes 1 piece of uranium-235, and that will give us 10 uranium fuel cells. So that's not a massive, great big thing. We're not going to need loads and loads of stuff to go in there and do that, but we only need a couple of assembling machines to do this. So as I've already got the nuclear reactors and everything being made down here, I'm going to do a couple more of these. Actually, I don't want to do that. I want to go for my factory basic. I'll drop that one in there. I'll drop another one in there. What I will do is I will change that one over there like that. So then we'll go into here, and we will say uranium fuel cell. We will copy that into there, like that. So we're requesting 37 iron plates. I'm actually going to change that to 200 iron plates. Uranium-235, I'm going to change to a request for 10. And that one I'm going to change to a request for 100. So that will produce those in there. And then this one in here has got uranium-235. There is the cells. Now, importantly, can I put these in? I can. So I want to put 4 of those modules right in there like that. I'm going to do the same. Oh, there. 4 of those modules in. So we get absolute maximum out of our uranium here. Right? Productivity modules are the most important part of this. So I've got the request down there. It'll take a while before it starts coming in, because at the moment the nearest requests for them are up here going through this lot. They are starting to cycle through. The numbers of ore that we've got are increasing. We're getting there. Explosive rocketry. That's going to give us explosive rockets. See, this is all stuff that you use against the biters and that. And it's not really a concern for us, because we don't have any biters coming up against us. There is the first one of those being made. Right there. Yes, it's a slow process. Honestly, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters in the slightest. So I'm going to copy that one. I'm going to drop it into there. So that will also request 10 of those. And in here, I've now got 10 uranium fuel cells. We will leave that just running like it is. This is going to stay just running like it is. Uranium fuel cells... Yeah, I'm going to just leave those running like they are as well. And... Oops. There's all of my fast modules have just suddenly disappeared. Yeah, that doesn't actually matter. I'll get rid of that one. That doesn't actually matter at all. I can get rid of some of these mining drills now. That one is empty, so you can come out. That one's empty, so you can come out. You're empty. You're empty. And that one's empty as well. So those there, they're not actually doing anything at all anymore. So they can go. Those two up there aren't doing anything useful, so they can go. And then we come down here. That one's not. That one is. That one is. This isn't doing anything. That can go. And I move it over to there. You can come down here. So let's pick up those few that I've now gone and picked up. They are here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go copy. I'm going to put that down there like that. And then paste those out onto that bit. Because I want these going as absolutely insanely fast as we can possibly have them running. All the way through. So, like you there, you're no good. You're no good either. Neither are you. Which means I can put another one. I go to paste. Put one in there. Although I've not got the speed modules, my robots will have gone and dumped the speed module somewhere else now. I put one into there as well. And then lift that one. That one can stay there. That'll be alright to stay where he is. And what about you? Oh, you're done as well. Which means that one can be lifted. That one will stay. And I'll have one more paste in there. Actually, it doesn't matter which one of those two I go to. I put that one into there. You... I have no speed modules to go into there. Right, see how insanely fast these are going? This is brilliant. This is absolutely... Look at that one there. That one is... Productivity plus 20%. Mining speed is 2 per second. Plus 300%. 300, 150... 150... 250... Hey, you get the idea. Our mining speed on that is ludicrous. Which is absolutely brilliant. We're down to 500,000 iron ore left in that patch. And slowly clearing it all out. Which is what we want to do. Now, let's go back in here. What do we got next? Personal laser defense. Again, that's the sort of thing that you worry about when you're up against the bugs. The giant bugs everywhere. But when you're not against bugs, it doesn't really matter. Not even a little bit. Now, I got 1,000 of those left, and I got 588 bits of concrete left scattered around here. So there's not much concrete left to go down at all. I'm not going to go and set off anything else just yet. I'm going to leave all the rest of that. I'm going to come over to here. I've got the landfill is being placed over that way. I'm just going to step across the track right there before that train comes in and squishes me dead. And I'm going to have a look here. So that's actually joined all the way down through. Okay? That one down to there. They're close enough that they connect. But what we don't have is a connection between that one and the one down here at the bottom. So I want another one of these. One is not going to be enough, so I'm going to have to put in 2 of these, which means I'm going to need to put one in there. Like that. There to cover that bit, and I'm going to need to put one in here. There to cover that bit. Right. That's this entire blueprint done. And I don't quite have enough of these and the boilers at the top in order to fully maximize the output that will come from that. I know I don't have enough of that. To be quite honest, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. It's not going to sort of interfere with things overall. It just means that we don't fully utilize every single little drop of juice that comes out of it. That's not a bad thing. Right? It's honestly, it's not a major problem in any way, shape, or form. So next thing that I need to do is I'm come down here. That's too low down. And it's probably a little bit too low down over there. So I'm not going to include the pumps on this build. I'm only going to include down to that bit down there. And oil, coal. That's a plain blueprint. And that's also a plain blueprint. That's the oil coal one there that we wanted to keep. That's the water. I'm just making sure that I haven't got... Right, I haven't done anything with nuclear yet. So we're going to go shift, right click like that and get rid of it. And I'm going to take that blueprint there and I'm going to go like this. So we've got power on the inside going next to those turbines all the way through. I don't have any power connection that is connecting out to everything up here. I don't have a power line that runs up to the top, but I don't actually need that. What I do want is tiles in there, like that. So I've got the earth underneath. No, wait. Don't make that one yet. I'm not quite ready to finish that yet. There's one more thing that I want to do. And that is concrete in here, like this. This is the one thing that I want to do, is I want to put concrete all the way down like that. I want all of my nuclear thing to be on a concrete patch. It's quite important to me that it is like that. Just because I think it's going to look better. So I'll put that there. So I've got some more concrete now requested. But it won't take long for them to actually go and do that. Because if you look up here, there's very little concrete left. And we've just about got all of it done. Okay? They are coming up through and they are filling in these last little patches. But there's very little concrete left. That right there is a little delivery of sulfur that's going up to our sulfuric acid mine at the top. So I gotta wait a few minutes for them to just finish that bit off. But it's not going to take all that long. And you can see here, the landfill is almost finished on here. That's coming along quite nicely. They're not... I was going to say they're all running, but they're not all running. I do need... If I want to be able to keep placing concrete down on that kind of scale, I am going to need to do something different about the brick production. Let's go into here. So next one, discharge defense. That's another thing, basically, for fighting bugs. It's more personal equipment that you can use. It's not something that's going to really benefit us, but it's another research that we can do and get done. You look in here. It's all of these things. Slowdown capsules, poison capsules that you can use, cluster grenades and standard grenades, defender capsule. This is all stuff for fighting bugs. We don't really have bugs on this map, so it doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. Right, let's try and make this blueprint again, shall we? We should now, because I've requested concrete down over on everything, I'm hoping that it will include that on the blueprint that I want to make. So I'm going to go out to that point, over to there, like that. So I'm out by one on each side. Like that. Now bring that all the way up there. Out by one on each side. A little bit up above as well. There. Now, components is just showing that bit. If I do tiles as well, it will show the whole thing. But that's only using concrete. That's not actually using landfill. That's only concrete on there. Okay, I'm not sure how I would get it to do landfill over that same square now that I've gone and put concrete down over it. because that's kind of what I need to do. Well, anyway, that's going to be alright, because I can artificially put down the landfill. So it's not like a major hardship, is it? So we'll do this, and this is nuclear power. There. So there is our blueprint for nuclear power. Actually, no, I haven't finished yet. There is one more thing that we're going to need to do in order to be able to make this work properly. We're going to need to start requesting the actual fuel in here. I'm going to need fuel cells going in there. Now, right now, there's our uranium-238. We got 21,000 of it. Boatloads of the stuff. I have 410 uranium fuel cells. And... okay, I'm looking for 235. There's no 235 at the moment. Let's just go and double check that it is working as it should up here. Oh dear. We've encountered a slight hitch. I've made too much fuel, and that's now caused us some problems. So let me run over here. We're going to go all the way back over. My robots have just decided to take a detour, so I'm going to do that a minute, so they stop taking detours. You could all just come back a second. That would be hugely appreciated. I don't want you rushing off. Are they back? No, I still got one I'm waiting on. There he is. Right. Stop running away from me, little robots. Too many other things I need to do. I'll be hanging around and waiting for you lot to turn up, just because you've gone off on a pleasure cruise. Right, in here I've got boatloads of these, so I'm going to cancel the request for those just for a minute, and then I can go back up here. I got 34 in that one. I got 36 in that one. Yeah, it's because I've been taking a little bit of it out and placing it elsewhere. So we're going to go there. I'm going to get that one going. Get that one going. 3, 4, get that one going. And get that one going as well. All right, so all of those get going. And I've cancelled the request on there. I've got 250, 180 fuel in there. We've got boatloads of the fuel. How many was that? 430, yeah. 430 pieces of fuel is more than we're going to use for a very long time. So we don't need to worry about that. But we do need to worry that because I've gone and used up 43 pieces of uranium-235 down here, it's given us a slight shortage on the feeds for these over here, right? It's not quite enough to keep them all going. And that is a little bit of an issue. So we're going to help that along. 30, 36. Right, I'm going to take you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that one running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get that one running. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that one running. And then I'll drop the 15 into there. And hopefully get that one running as well. In a minute. It's only got 9, so we can put that in there. That's only 38. Still have one more that I could do with putting... 2 more that I could do with putting in there. I don't have any that I'm carrying on me. Right, there goes some more. That one's up and running now. I'm gonna sit here for a second and just sort of balance between these. This is... if we hadn't lost those 43, I shouldn't have left that running like I did. That was a little bit of a mistake. It now means that we've got to spend a bit of time just correcting this up here. Because if we don't, we end up with none of it running properly. So I'll put that one into there. 2, 3, 4 into that one. And then 12 of them can go into there. This one is empty for a minute. That one's got 28. So I've got 3 of them running. Yeah, 28, that's not enough. Each cycle gets me 1 additional piece. Plus, also, whenever those go through. So, those have got a couple of cycles to go through. That one's just had an extra one. So, we're slowly getting there. I'm just going to sit and let it run for a bit. Alright, it looks like now we do actually have it coming through. The other thing that you got to remember is that this cycle up here does produce an occasional bit of 235 as well. which would be brought down here and continue filling up these. So I've got 3 of them running right now. That one's got 39 in it. That one's got 22. I've got some spare in some of these. It's got 1. See, that one's going to produce an extra one in its next cycle, as is that one there. This one's a ways off, so is that one, and that one's just produced an extra one. So we're getting there. We're slowly producing additional little bits of uranium as this increases, as this goes through. Which means I don't think I have to move anything around anymore. I think I've got enough now coming in that each of these is going to start having enough in the chests in order to keep it all running. Everything is shared out. That one just stopped, but this one's going before that one stopped. So there is, yes, right, that's taken care of. There is enough there to keep those running. Now I don't want to make any more fuel cells until we've got that completely running properly all the way through. So we're just going to have to wait for that for a little bit. We will run down here and then get across the track before that train comes back. And concrete is almost done down here. This is the next thing I want to do, is I want to set this bit up. I've got a blueprint at the moment that I'm going to use. Now, I'm going to deconstruct those there. Get them out the way. Like that. They're gone. I don't know where they went. I got 2 of these on me. Let's get rid of them. I've deconstructed those little bits there, and then I want to take this new blueprint that I made. Wait a minute. Oh, I got rid of it, didn't I? I didn't actually accept the blueprint. So I do want to make... I want to make this blueprint. I want to accept this blueprint. Bring it down to here, and I want to bring it out on that side over to there, like that. And then I want to bring that one up. All the way up like this. Should be out far enough. Perfect. That will come up to there, and I'm going to include the tiles as well, so that I've got all of the concrete on that. Nuclear power. Edit label. Create blueprint. Right. There's that bit on there. Now, if I turn that round, if I overlap that bit, it should work. But I don't want to overlap it. I want to do it like that, so that we've got a 2x2 configuration for these. Cannot build on deep water. Now, the problem with this is that I can't see where the top of the blueprint is, right? Because of the space that we've got here, I can't see where the top end of the blueprint goes. I got no way of actually being able to tell. So what we're going to need to do is I'm going to bring this blueprint down, and I'm going to put it in on here. Right, it's just hovering over the very edge. I'm going to bring it there like that. That's down there. Now, it won't let me build on there because it says deep water, so I'm going to shift-click, and I'm going to place that down. I put my robots going. They're not going to build any of this, not for a minute. And that's going to bring out a load of robots. They're going to bring all of that stuff along, and they're also going to put down all of the rest of these, and... How much am I out on this? Not by very much. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right. I got 20 of those, and on the nuclear power blueprint, I've got 48, which means I need room for another 4 of those up at this end. That's all I need room for. So I don't actually need very much in the way of landfill to go up here. I'll put that... Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. So we've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.